Who among the aliens is the real one? Surely it must be the original film. A simple plot about a hungry, seemingly unkillable monster stalking a spaceship crew is presented by the evocative Ridley Scott direction, the witty Dan O'Bannon script, and the deadly actors. The 1979 original Alien must be your compass for navigating any new Alien story, isn't it? But hold on. How about Aliens? The first movie's haunted house terror was transformed into a masterpiece of militaristic Reagan-era blockbuster filmmaking by James Cameron's big 1986 box office triumph. Following Cameron's heavy footsteps is necessary if you want your alien endeavor to appeal to a wide audience, isn't it? I could continue. There are arguments to be made, weaker arguments, but arguments nonetheless, for the trashy pleasures of Alien vs. Predator, Scott's more contemplative 2010 Alien prequels Prometheus and Covenant, or director David Fincher's cold and cerebral Alien 3. Where are Romulus and Resurrection? Let's simply state that I have seen them and stop there. The key takeaway is that Alien has shown to be a surprisingly adaptable series throughout the years, enabling its creators to experiment with genres and large concepts while still frightening viewers with its toothy monsters. With an opening episode that is among the best chapter 1 of a TV series I've seen in a long time, Noah Hawley's new Alien, Earth swiftly finds its own lane. Hawley pays homage to his forerunners with Neverland, freely referencing the war movie elements of Aliens, the deep space monster attack concept of Alien, and the loose floating anti-corporate/anti-tech paranoia that has permeated almost every entry in this series, including its numerous novels, comics, and video games. Hawley is a pastiche artist who can work in nearly any storytelling mode while still incorporating his own unique style, as demonstrated on numerous occasions with his Emmy-winning FX series Fargo. Hawley combines the basic structure of an Alien story with his own quirky interpretations of Willy Wonka, Pinocchio, and Peter Pan in Alien, Earth. With an opening that reads like a shortened version of the 1979 film Alien, Earth makes its alienness clear from the first. A ragtag group of worn-out contractors is nearing the end of a 65-year mission for the Weyland-Yutani Corporation in the year 2120, deep in space, 805 million miles from Earth, aboard a spacecraft carrying hazardous cargo. These astronauts are aware of what they are transporting, unlike in Alien, a collection of deadly monsters that have been gathered from several worlds and are headed home to the company's research experts. However, when a specimen escapes and begins shredding the crew to pieces, they still meet a dreadful end. The USCSS Maginot, the ship, is similar to Alien's Nostromo. It features the same mix of humans, androids, and cyborgs, the same type of crew members wearing t-shirts and underpants, and the same type of cryogenic sleep chambers. A pet cat is also present. Hawley gives us a hint early on that he might perform Alien Redux. He presents Karen Aldridge, a star of Hawley's Fargo, as a Ripley-like badass, and he introduces Morrow, Babu Cisse, an unreliable cyborg who resembles Ash from Alien. Morrow is left to handle the turmoil after the woman is slain by an unleashed xenomorph, the well-known long-tailed, big-headed, multi-mouthed monster from every Alien film. The majority of these Maginot scenes advance the plot. The story of Wendy is the solid core of this series' premiere and probably the center of the entire series. Sidney Chandler, the first real human-robot hybrid and the result of a groundbreaking experiment that placed a real human child's consciousness within a synthetic body, makes a strong first impression. Her Prodigy Corporation creators, under the direction of their brilliant boss, Boy Cavalier, Samuel Blenkin, have concluded that this new hybrid technology is only effective with young brains. They have therefore gathered a group of children who are near death and given them the opportunity to survive by inhabiting extremely powerful adult bodies. After Wendy, formerly known as Marcy, demonstrates that the process is effective, Prodigy surrounds her with a horde of hybrids who are being trained to be superhuman mercenaries. Kirsch, Timothy Oliphant, the project's primary day-to-day supervisor, is a synthetic, a fully functional humanoid robot with artificial intelligence, who shares some intriguing philosophical viewpoints with his co-worker Dame Sylvia, Essie Davis. Kirsch doesn't understand the purpose of adding human flaws to precisely calibrated technology, while Sylvia wants to use hormones that mimic adolescence to soften Wendy's sudden transition from infancy to maturity. Regarding Cavalier, their Peter Pan-loving, puckish, and colorfully dressed ruler, he mostly seems to want Wendy to be human enough to serve as a guide to the other ailing children he is transforming into lost boys. Wendy's brother, Joe DiMaggio Hermit, Alex Lawther, a paramilitary physician employed by Prodigy's private security squad, is the other significant character introduced in the series premiere. A guy out of time, the man everyone calls simply Hermit is obsessed with baseball and the Ice Age film series, which he grew up watching with his sister. The sections that show Hermit and Wendy's recollections have a veil that makes flashbacks seem more like fantasies, much like David Lynch's dreaminess.